Hello. We're going stargazing. Are we going, Coco? Let's get through the gate. Whoop. Nearly. There we go. And we're through. Oh, boing! Right. Well, we're going to go down the seafront. We'll go down the beach. Yeah, dude. Sun is about to go down. It's going to provide a lovely shot here at Seaham. I'm probably going to get run off my neighbours when I get back because it's going to be dark. And my neighbours go to sleep quite early, and very early in fact. So I think they're going to be in a huff. Oh, there's children playing games. Hello. Hello, kids. Oh, we been good? Aye. You think so? Oh, my phone's gone wonky. My phone's gone wonky. Hold on here. Wonky phone. Well, actually, what I'll do. What I'll do, it's jostling too much. I'll pull this out. And there we go. Hold on here. That's a bit too bouncy. What's going on here? Bouncy. Everything's tight. That'll do. Very bouncy. I hope the yeah, it should be alright. The image stabilization should help. Right. So this is Melrose Crescent. I'm going to cross the road down here. Once I get over this path, then we're going to go up Church Street, Station Road, past the church, which is in the street. Oop, bumpy bump, bumpy bumpy bump. Ah!
You don't laugh about it.
I didn't laugh about it, whatever she's saying. Good lad. Right, glass everywhere. There's the beck. Down there. This is very bumpy. Oh, I've got an idea. Hold on here. Hold on here. Hold on here. That's why it's jostling like a tit. Move it down a bit. That's a little bit better. Right. So this is Stockton Road. This is the main road around these parts. Nothing coming right. Nothing coming left. Woo! Right. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. There we go. So yes, this is Station Road. I'll pause. Hello. That is the mill inn. And the mine, colliery, which used to be up there. Boing! And that have a big history. The owner of the mill inn was called, I don't know, I don't know his actual name, but his nickname was Nicky Knack, because he made sewing reels and stuff, and like a sort of a spinning jenny type thing. He sort of made spinning jennies for making cotton and shit, and they made a nicky-nack noise. And because the wheels at that pit made the same noise, they called that the nicky-nack pit, shortened to the knack pit. And the knack pit is the mother of all the pits in Seaham. Was now a Turendois, very trendy school. Very trendy, built like Fort Knox for some reason. But there you go. And over the road, well, this is the vicarage. Just realised I did that wrong. Hang on. What an idiot. That's the school in the knack pit. That's the vicarage. And in the distance you can just see above that tree across Christ Church, which we'll have a closer look at when we get round. Just wait for this car to go past. I can jump into the island. There we go. Woohoo! No cars coming this way. Over the road we go. Very safely. And so there's the church on the left here. You can see you creeping up. We'll pop in. We'll turn left. Whoop! And we'll go into the church grounds. We'll be mint. Get away, Coco. There we go. So, it's Christ Church. I was christened here. Everything, well, I think the whole fucking family and generations of our lot were christened here. Quite a nice church. I'll just pan out slightly. There we go. There we go. Nice little church. Built by Francis Anne Milbank for the miners. Anyhow, and I'll show you the miners' memorials, which are here for those killed in the 2 disasters that we had at Seaham. This little garden. Oh, bouncy. This little garden. For the 2 disasters we had at Seaham. Dates of which I can't furnish with you at the moment because I've forgotten them. I know one was 1880. Whoop. Says no exit, but you know, there's nobody here, so I'm exiting. There we go. That's hilarious, by the way. The Conservative Club. It's for sale. Nobody wants it. That's good. And just to put icing on the cake, it's being sold by a company called Savills, which is hilarious because fucking nonce boy Jimmy Savile was a massive Tory. So perfect. Right. This cottage here, cottage? What am I talking about? Pull back! There we go. This house here on the left is Burbick Villa, and I think the guy's first name was John Burbick. We'll have a look at the plaque on the way around. This is an old, this used to be the home of the Postmaster General of Seaham. It is. Ooh, back. So the plaque says, there we go, the blue plaque. Seaham Heritage Association, Burbick Villa. Built as a home for Postmaster Parish Clerk and Church Organist Joseph Burbick. That's it. Opened as the Low Colliery Post Office on the 18th of October 1886. Seaham Colliery was actually two collieries, a high pit and a low pit, or the high colliery, would to be posh, and the low colliery. The high colliery was the oldest with the two, that was the mother, and the low colliery was just here. But it was still like, it was, the whole area was deemed Seaham Colliery, you know what I mean? And by juxtaposition, not juxtaposition, that's not the right word, by dint, they were both nicknamed the Knack. So here we go along Station Road. These flats here are similar to the one I live in. On the left, these are all flats, ground floor and upper. And a bit further along, you get we hit the Victorian buildings, Victorian Terrace. That is Station Road. A bunch of shops along here, and takeaways and stuff. There used to be a haberdashery here. My friend owned it, but she's long moved on. Whoop! Boing. So here's the Victorian terraces. On the right hand side you can see the bungalows there. They're more modern. They're meant to replicate the ancient miners' homes that were. Actually, I'll show you some of them down the harbour. Some still there. But it was the more modern alternative to those. They were built, and I'll show you some further down the road. They were built by the mine itself, by Londonderry and the mines. As a thank you to the old miners. The ones who lived in their own. Ah! Whoop, you bugger. You alright, ma? Here come all the shops. And all the uneven roads. Ooh, you bugger. Cold blimey. We're being jostled around somewhat. I'm trying to erase that clackety-clack sound by just sticking it. Get back. Sticking this over here. Yeah, that'll do. Actually, I can stick it in there. That will help. Yeah, I'll keep the power going in the gimbal. Right. Yeah, no clacky clack clack. The clackety clack is gone. Whoa! This one's nice and smooth. Ooh. Hey, mister. The Parklands nursing home on the left here was originally what? Seaham's Comprehensive School. The SIS was the nickname. This is Station Road. You right? Hi mate. Now we can coast it down here. Right, ma. So this is Station Road. Used to be a school here on the left as well, and infant school. I actually remember it. It was still, the building was still here when I was a kid. It wasn't a school. It was derelict for years. I used to think it was very confusing because it had one door for boys and one door for girls. Can you imagine a school segregated among genders? That's all that about. No confusion over toilets, them schools. Got a wave from someone I don't know. I might know him. Right. Bottom of this street is the station itself. Down here, two minds as to whether to go shall I go all the way down the middle line? Yes, I will. I'll go. No, I won't. No, I won't. Because down here is the air cadets. So, Coco, mate, you're going to have to wait to get off. We'll come back this way. Look at the blackberries, man. Unreal. It's nuts. It's totally nuts. Look at that. Look at this. Festooned. They should not be ripe, but they're ripe. Everywhere. They're really nice and tasty. And they're everywhere. They are everywhere. Right. So, like I say, ordinarily I'd be going straight the way down. Whoop. Here. Yeah, ordinarily I'd be going all the way down there, straight to the seafront. What I'm going to do is go down Dean House Road, show you the old Air Cadet building. I spent all of my time as a teen and a young adult so here's the southbound side of the railway station. When I know all of this, I'm going to go on the road. Steenhouse Road, and the air cadets on the left. Halfway down. Oh, the lights are on, so it's obviously the lights are on, so someone is home. Right. This is great with free will in here, saving a lot of energy. A lot of energy. This next block of houses after this left turn here used to be a factory. You see the more modern houses on the left. There was a clothing factory called Beau Brummel Factory. And it's where we used to do our parades, our big parades. I had a massive car park. That's where these houses are here. And there's the exits. Nice to see. Nice to see. Excellent, that. That's cool. That's made us go all warm inside, that. Kids being taught how to march. And it's not just for the sake of being marching or following orders, man. It's to instill confidence and discipline. Self-discipline. Not imposed discipline. Which of course there also is. Ooh! On the right, down here. Well, first of all, on the left, after these houses. In the distance, you would have been able to see the Vane Tempest pit many moons ago. And on the right, you'll see the house which starred in that Patrick McGowan film I keep yammering on about. I forgot what it's called already. Girl's name. Anyhow. Oh no, I'm gonna have to look it up. Hold on. I'm gonna have to look it up.